The Truth Girls.
Hi everyone, Truth Girl Sonia here. You know, all week I'm reading about news that I find interesting. I'm saving links, I'm saving pictures, I'm getting videos ready, and then I just don't have a chance to record. So this week I haven't talked really that much about what's going on in the world, but I'd like to give you an update about a couple things that, have been going on with me, a couple things that I've realized that I think were interesting, maybe interesting for you, maybe applies to you also. So let's see, well, how did my week go? My son was suspended for 2 days, again. That had something to do with why I didn't have a chance to do videos. So the couple things, well, there are three things. I have something big coming up today. I have an audition, actually, with the keyboard. Let me show you. I never have like one job, like all day, every day. I usually have like a few different things that I do. And one thing that I like to do is play the keyboard. Well, it's something I can do. And so I'm auditioning today to get a permit from the city as an outdoor musician, aka a busker. So here's this fantastic keyboard taking up all the space in my living room. This is a really great keyboard that someone is just lending me today for the audition. Apparently this is the keyboard that Stevie Wonder uses. So that, number one, I've been practicing a lot. I'm going to my audition in a few hours, so wish me luck. Jana, actually my BFF, Jana, she's a pianist, and we're both going. She plays mostly movie music. You know what? I'll give you a link to her channel. You can check it out. She's really great. And I'm going to play some ragtime and some Mozart. I don't know if I can play it, like show you here now what I do. I'm not sure if it's copyrighted. You know what? It doesn't really matter. I'll play you something. Oh, wait, no, I can play you the Mozart. That's not copyrighted. It's so old. Mozart's been dead a long time. I don't think he's going to sue me. My place is a total mess because of this, because we've been just practicing like non-stop. Oh, the amp's not even plugged in. Okay, I got it set up. I'm just going to put the camera here. Again, my place is a total mess because I've been practicing all week and doing another thing, which I'm going to tell you about. So here, I'm going to show you what I'm going to do for my audition. Anyway, so that's it. Like, there's a sample. Wish me luck, because I get super nervous if anyone's listening to me. You know what? Somebody just rang my doorbell, so I don't know if they're going to show up. Anyway, here's the other thing. I feel like somebody's going to show up at my door. Anyway, here's the other thing. You guys know I'm always talking about how adrenal fatigued I am. Well, I realized something. I realized that my environment was driving me crazy. I live in a really small place, and I'm not a hoarder whatsoever, but I have a lot of books. My son has a whole bunch of toys, and I have so much cleaning to do, like with 4 rabbits and everything. It's easy for the place to get cluttered, and I clean every day, but I'm like trying to keep up with just the mess, the dirt, and I don't really get a lot of chance to like really fix any area up very well, and I realized I had to do that. So see, my room where I vlog, my son sleeps in that room, and I sleep in his room in here. And what I decided to do was to really fix up this room. I've been sort of obsessed for the last week with the beach house theme. Like, I just want this room to look like something in a beach house. So what I did was I got rid of a whole bunch of clutter. So here, like, I really scaled it down a lot. I got a new carpet for the rabbit. The rabbit lives here. Now she has a blue carpet. And I turned the bedspread around, and actually it all started with this little pillow. This pillow was a really good deal, 15 bucks. 15 bucks at Simon's for that pillow, and that's what kicked it off. And I redid the windowsill. Like, look, I made this plant here. I repotted these calanchos and like fixed it all up with moss and stuff. And I fixed all these plants up here too. Can you see them? Made that little thing, and then I left this. This has just like a little cactus in it. And I put some shells and a candle. So here's the effect. It just looks a lot pared down, a lot calmer. See, if you want a beach house effect, you have to have blue colors, like aqua and sea green. And then from here, it's like this. Anyway, it's not perfect. I mean, it doesn't really look like a beach house, but maybe in my imagination. I'm gonna do more though, I'm gonna fix it up. In my mind, I'm at the beach. Anyway, what's good though is that the room now is very calming. So it's like I have this little escape in here. This is my beach house room. It's gonna get better too. Yeah, it's really important because if there's no place in your own home where you can go, where you can feel like you can have peace of mind, then it's not good. And it's really, sometimes it's just that simple. I'm just like what you call a highly sensitive person, you know? So I realized if I've got clutter and things going on in every room, it really gets to me. Like I can't function. So this is a start. Oh, and I did this too. Here's another thing, an improvement I made. I had a very cheap shower curtain up and a horrible, filthy old bath mat because I want a pink one. So I've been waiting to find a pink one. I couldn't find one. So I just had this old pink thing and I had to get rid of it. And I had this shower curtain I got for Christmas. I finally put that up. So that's kind of a cooler shower curtain than what I had. And I got this blue bath mat, which is only $10. So it's kind of an improvement. Yep. Well, you know, it looks better, definitely. I have plans for this room too. I'm going to get rid of a lot of these books and things. Yesterday my son sold a bunch of his Archies for $2, so that's a start. Anyway, so my place is a bit of a mess, but it's a mess because I've been cleaning, but I've been like focusing on one room. My beach house. So that's, you know, that's what I've been doing this week. I've got this audition coming up. I'm trying to turn my house into a beach house. And another thing was with my son, I got a word from the Lord, you know? And when I say this, people who are not Christian, they're like, wait, have you gone crazy? You think God is talking to you? But the Christians understand. Like you're struggling with something and you can't figure out what to do. And then all of a sudden, you know, you've been praying and then just poof, this thing just comes, this, you know, thought or the answer just comes into your mind and it's like you just know where it came from. So anyway, I got a word from the Lord about my son, which I'm really happy about. You guys know my son has an autism spectrum disorder. Don't get started about telling me how to cure him. It's really just like a kind of uneven brain development in his case. But in any case, he's had a lot of trouble at school, and my son is like, he's a really great kid, but he can be really tuned out, really uncooperative, and if he's not really interested in something, it's like impossible to get him to do it. So one of these things has been his schoolwork, and a big part of that is because of the way the school has handled him. They really took the wrong approach. I don't want to get into it, but thing was he was completely turned off school, and I am what you call not a quitter. It's like in my nature to be very perseverant, to persevere. I just can't give up. You know, when I have a goal, I just like, I'm really single-minded and I just keep going. And so my goal was to help my son with school and not let him flunk. And, you know, I was very focused on this and trying to get him to do his work was a source of conflict sometimes. And, well, I just finally got the word that my mandate is to love him. That was the word. Your job is to love him. Nothing about the schoolwork. And so God just told me, like, don't worry about it. Your job is to love him. That you have to make love the priority, which I do. I love him so much. And he knows that he's loved. And it was like God was just reassuring me, your love is the priority. In this case, my son needs to know that he's really loved. He needs to be encouraged. And all this other stuff will take care of itself. And you know, sometimes you see kids that like they're doing really great and you think, oh, well, it must be the parents, they're doing a super great job. Sometimes you see kids aren't doing well in school. You think, why don't the parents do something about that? There's only so much that parents can do, like within the parameters of adequate, but you know, not excessively authoritarian parenting, to keep their kids on track. The rest, a lot of it just has to do with the personality of the child. You can encourage, you can push, you can say, look, you gotta do this or you don't get this reward or whatever. But you can't like force. Because if you do that, it's gonna be at the expense of their self-esteem to a certain degree or the expense of your relationship. And this is what I believe. And I feel like I got reassurance and confirmation that what my son really needs, he just really needs love and support. Number one. And so this is what I'm gonna do. And I'm gonna try to relax a little bit about the school outcomes and not worry about that so much. And just make it my priority to just pour as much love on him as I can. So that's what's been going on with me this week. And yeah, so now I got to get ready and go to my audition. So wish me luck. Thanks for listening to me, and I'll see you next time.